Let's take a look at the upcoming week that we are heading into. And although this is a timeless reading, I created this reading in the last week of July. But whenever you find this reading, it is for the upcoming week in your life. So let's take a look. Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's take a look, and I will take clarifications with other card decks so we see what the upcoming theme will be, and then we'll take a look at what we can do or what we are supposed to do or whatever comes up. So let's take a look at Monday. It's the tree. Tuesday, it's the anchor. Wednesday is the lamp. Thursday is the snail. Friday is the fish. Saturday is Pandora's box. And Sunday is the letter. So that is interesting because we have a really straightforward week where we care for our own health and our next steps that we want to, where we want to create something like stability in our lives. And on Tuesday, it is about our work, our profession, and all of those things that we bring forwards maybe to create something like this. And on Wednesday, it is like a wish fulfillment day. So it is like focusing on what you really, really want in your life. What do you really want to accomplish? Is it something that is that comes up that makes you being aware of a wish? And it can be about these things, about your working place. It can be or your profession. It can be about your health as well. The tree is often about health as well. And this is like a day where it is about intentions, and it's about being clear about your wishes and your intentions, how to move forwards. And Thursday is like a moment where you can be patient. Just it is because it is the snail. It is a promise that something will move forwards, but it's not the time or the day to bring something forwards. It's not a time to act. And we have Friday, and Friday is about a soul connection, or it is about money. So there is something that gets clear, and it can be something that is the next step in your money situation or in your relationship situation, where you think about someone who is really connected to your soul. So that is what is coming up on Friday. We take clarifications about that, what that means. And on Saturday, there is something like being aware of your own fears. And I think it gets clear on Saturday, what is it that you are afraid of and why? And why are you thinking? What this can be the clarification of your anxiety. This can be clarification why you are acting like you do, and what the roots of it is. And it can be something like the box of Pandora. And in this connection, I feel like this is something like your expectations. And it's like anxiety. It's like catastrophizing, and for me it feels like there is something that gets clear. It's not that this day is about fear. I think this day is about being aware of what causes fear in your life, and what is it that you expect, because the one thing we have to know about the box of Pandora is there are all of these emotions in there that we don't like to feel, right? But on the bottom of the box there is hope, and it is not that there is only bad things in there. It's not. It is hope in there as well. So what is it that makes you catastrophize? What is it that makes you think bad things will happen? The second shoe would drop as well. So what is it? And maybe take your time on Sunday to journal about it, write about it. Maybe there is something you can do with it, with this clarification, with this clarity that you have, that you get in this week, because you are focused on this new path you are on. You are focused on how to make yourself healthy, how you make or you create for yourself a base that is secure, that is fruitful, from which there can be roots to hold you, and it can grow into the sky. And it's about your profession. It's about how you hold on to things, how you cling to things, and it is the change. There is a change in this week, and it is about you focusing on your new path. It is focusing on something new that you really, really want to accomplish. And it's not, if you want to accomplish more resources, it's not about accomplishing or focusing on money. It is about focusing on the foundation. It's focusing on what really, really makes you feel healthy, what makes you feel that you follow your own dreams and your professions, that is necessary right now to focus on that. And then trust, and this is like the snail comes with faith as well, having trust that this will lead into the next resources, into the next way how you move forwards, and how you attract relationships that are really fitting for you, that are on a soul level, and that are really amazing exchange. And this is like focusing your intentions on those things will lead into the realization and manifestation. And then this break on Saturday and Sunday, to be clear about what you did before, to be clear about what is creating these fears, what is creating the hindrance, and it is about you expecting things, and this is the invitation. Write about it. Write about it, inform people about it. You can talk about it as well. You can have someone to talk about it, and to get this into on this paper, to get it out of your system as well, because that is a journey where we have to move beyond these fears, So let's take a look. What do we want to take for this? And we want to see what is supporting you. And we had 2 volunteers that showed themselves. And there is this invitation to focus on love, focus on what you really, really want in your life, what makes you happy, what is it that you want to create, what is it that you need to be fulfilled. And it is focusing on the vision, and it's the vision that moves you forwards, and that gets you into the place where you don't focus on the resources, where you focus on the profession and the things that you really want to realize. And let's take one of these as well. And there we have the promise. And the promise, and I will put it here. The promise is this thing that we want to accomplish. The promise is the vision, right? The promise is the vision that comes with focusing on new life. You know, that's a full, that's newly born. So it's focusing on the new life and the new creation that you have in mind. And it's taking a step, and we'll take, oh no, yeah, I took them, so I will take them. I didn't want to take two, but I saw the second, so I will take both of them. And there we have the vigilance, right? This is the vigilance that shows us the anxiety that comes with expecting bad things. And this card is called, I have to, Dharma's reflection, right? It is called Dharma's reflection, and it is about what do you expect? Is it something that comes from vigilance? That can be, this horse seems to be terrified, right? It's expecting something bad to happen, and this is the question. Is it about your experiences from the past? Is it something that came up in your life because you always expected something bad to happen if something like this showed up? Or is it this end, and is it the projection or into things that create those things? And it's there is, in this eye of the horse, there is this tiny horse in there, and it's always the question: is this really a horse standing in front of this horse, or is it a projection that is coming up in the mind of this horse, expecting something to show up? So this is the theme of the weekend. Not that it will come up. Don't be vigilant right now and expect something bad to happen on the weekend. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It is about you stepping into the you that can see all of those things and who can share their experiences with others. Because you can help other people to work with their own projections, with their own anxieties, with their own expectations, and with their own manifestations, where they focus on those things. And this is the moment where you step into the new you that is creating from this place, and create something that helps other people to deal with those things, and help you as well to step into your vision and into the new that wants to enter into your life. It's about love, and it's about higher love. We have Venus, the beloved, and we have Neptune as the vision, but as well, Neptune is the higher, the higher expression of Venus. So we talk about love here in this reading. We talk about that something is coming into your life where you can choose love, and where you can choose the new path you are on. That's really beautiful. And what do we want to know as well? What is the thing that, let us see what that means in the next week. What is it? Can we have a little bit more information about? This one wants to. And there we have a soulful approach, right? We have soulful. We have defiance. And we have incorruptible. And we have curiosity. and we have wisdom. And that's really a beautiful line of cards, right? For our week, because it's like the how we move through these experiences that we have, and we have awakening, and we have vigilance again. Wow. So as I feel them, it is about our soulful approach to the upcoming week. And it can trigger defiance, right? It can trigger us to stay where we are. It can trigger us to be in resistance to something. But it is a difference if we are defiant, or if we stay in this place where we are incorruptible. And incorruptible is, for me, it's a moment, and it can be in the middle of the week, when you sit with your vision, and you envision, and you think what you want to accomplish and what you really, really want in your life. There is this moment of integrity. And that is what comes for me with incorruptibility as well. It comes with the deep feeling of integrity. And what is it that you want to do? What is it? Who you want to be? And I think that is the question in this Leo season that we have right now, is what do you really, really love? What do you really, really want to be? What do you want to bring into this life? And it's this moment of not allowing either yourself or other people to corrupt these ideas. And not yourself as well. It's not about people trying to do something to you. It is about you defying yourself, right? Being like thinking about the things that are not happening, that are not working, and all of those things. And it comes from this place of vigilance that we have when we experience difficult things in our lives. We always think about the next shoe to drop. What is it? If I do this, is if I am curious to move forwards, is there something bad happening to me? And this holds us back. So we are corrupted in this moment by our own vigilance. And this is the invitation to stop doing this, because you already know that this is not the truth. That's just the part of you inside of the part of you that is trying to hold you back because you want to be safe. But this is the moment where the path is about love, about bringing yourself into the world out of love. And it's not just love as falling in love, it is about the higher version of love. This is the love of a mother and a child in this moment, but it is at the same time, it is a love for life. It's a love for new life, being a part of birthing a new idea, birthing new life into this world. And you already awakened to the vigilance, to the things that happened to you in your life that held you back. You already did this. I'm not telling you anything new in this. So, but this is the week where you can show up for yourself, where you can be with yourself. And we want to have let's take another tarot deck to see something more. And where you can show up for yourself, to be really in your soulful approach and not allow other people to take you out of it. So that I would say there will be something that will trigger you, but it can even mean like something will trigger you, and it will trigger defiance in a positive way. because you say, no, that's not happening. That's not, as long as I stand here, this is not happening. This can be defiance as well, right? So it can be a positive thing to be this incorruptible, to be where you are and say, yeah, that's what we do now. This is how I get out of this thing, how I want to deal with all of these things, and now I want to move forwards and I want to see what is happening next, because I am wise enough to know that these vigilant things are not the truth. They don't show me what I need to know. They just trigger something like a reaction in my body that triggers an emotion. And when this happens, I already know that I project things on other people. I project things in situations. But in this week, I will stay where the love is. And I will stay in this place where I am bringing new life into this world. And let's take a look at a couple of tarot cards to see what we are dealing with. And I would really, is this one or two? No, one. So let's take a look. Collective, I'm really curious about this week now. I am anxious as well, because it is, for us, it is like confronting this vigilance, right? Confronting this part of us that is projecting and that is falling for the lie that comes with energy sometimes. And we have the Four of Wands. That's a beautiful card to have, right? We have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Fool. We have the new beginning. The Four of Wands is like a commitment. It's a commitment, and it's a promise to, and with the Nine of Cups, it's a wish fulfillment that comes with a commitment that you really are into. And there is something coming up in this week where you have the ability to start again. And it's like a trust fall, that's like the Fool that wants to take this trust fall because it trusts life, that it will lead into the right direction. The Queen of Cups is, for me, your ability that shows up when we I lost my train of thoughts. The Queen of Cups, what I wanted to say is that she managed the things that come with these emotions. She managed to realize at one point that these will be reactions that she has in her body, but she can deal with it. She can deal with these emotions. She can deal with her emotions because she loves she learned to manage her emotions. And she's coming from the right place inside her heart, right? And the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands is this moment feels like this moment of you can decide what you want to have. If you want to resist life, if you want to defend yourself for whatever reasons, But this beginning of these cards is showing that you don't have to. You can just stay with yourself, right? You can stay with yourself. You can recognize what is happening, and then you step into the security that you give yourself. And we have the Nine of Pentacles with the security in your own resources, even if there is no such thing as enough money or something like in your life. But this is the promise that there will be. You are resourceful. And the one thing that you have to manage is the thought about it. This is not a matter of emotions. It is a matter of, it's anxiety comes with the emotions the feelings that are triggered by the body. And so this is your mind not being stuck in these places, and give yourself some rest. There is a wish fulfillment in here. We have the 9 of Cups, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Whatever you are doing in this moment, it will lead into the resources that you want to. So give yourself some rest and allow the spark of new creation to come through, and then to step into a new commitment, a new relationship, a soul connection that we had in the fish and that we had in the cards, the soulful connection. So there is something coming up as a commitment, as someone entering your life that will create a new spark. And this new spark can lead into a beautiful commitment, beautiful connection to another person that is on the same page as you, and that this will create a love in a real way in 3D world, and it's creating love in a higher perspective and on a higher level. That's a lovely week. It's a long reading for a week, but it felt like it felt right to do it this way. I don't know. So it is an amazing week. It is a triggering week, but it's a promise. And if you remember, whatever you remember of this reading, just remember that this is like a promise to wish fulfillment, not in the upcoming week, but it is the promise that you hold your line, that you walk with yourself, giving yourself the security that you are on the right path to create something really magical, something really, really beautiful, new, and keep yourself in the place of love. It will lead into the right direction, because it will diminish all of those things you had before this moment that held you back from moving forwards, because you were so entrenched and entangled in these projections and in these fears. And this is the moment to let them go, because you step into something really, really amazing new. You have the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and you have the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. This is a commitment that is like for a lifetime. That's a commitment, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship or something. It can be a commitment towards your own vision. It can be a commitment with another person about collaboration, but it's creating something magical, something new, and it's a new beginning where you create something that brings love into this world. Collective, I think. That's it. That's an amazing week, and don't forget, just stay curious, and then you will make the right decisions. Thank you so much for being here, and if you like this video and this content, please give it a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to the channel. It really helps to grow. Thank you, and I see you soon.